My name is Lauren Smith, and welcome to another episode of Committed. Committed is proudly presented by Elite Prospects, the ultimate online resource for hockey stats, transfers, and player profiles since 1999. Today, I am joined by a Team Maryland forward, number 26, Nick Graziano. He's a recent Wilkes University commit. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Glad to have you here. I know you've got a bit of a busy schedule, so I'm glad we could fit this in. We're going to start you off pretty easy. We're going to talk a little bit about your hockey background. When did you first get into hockey?
I've been skating ever since I could walk, but getting into hockey, I was around 4 years old. My dad got me into it, and I was playing for his youth team. I remember I was always like a squirt playing with the Pee-wees playing with the Bantams, so I always played up, but it was really cool playing with my dad's team growing up, making new friends and everything. But yeah, I started when I was 4 years old.
And have you always been a forward, or did you try any other positions?
So when I was younger, I actually was a goalie for a little bit. Our team didn't have a goalie, so we all rotated through, and I loved it. Then I switched to defenseman. My grandpa was my coach for a while, and he told me I was a natural defenseman, and played that for a while. And then I just didn't like not scoring goals, so my dad was like, all right, let's just try forward, and then it just clicked, and from there I just played forward.
Okay, and you think that experience playing all those positions kind of helped you at forward a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. I think seeing the ice, like seeing it from a defensive or a goalie's perspective, it was a lot easier for me to see the game and know the game.
And is there any significance to your jersey number? You wear 26 with Team Maryland right now.
So I used to wear number 16 when I played for the Renegades. I wore that because my dad wore that in college, and that was his number growing up. But I wear 26 now because my birthday is January 26th, and my mom's birthday is December 2nd. My sister's December 6th, and they're both 2-6. I'm 2-6, so it's a family thing.
Okay, that's sweet. And to kind of give people a better idea of the type of player you are, is there any players you would say that you either model your game after, or any players you kind of like that kind of would give people an idea of what you're like?
So I always grew up watching Patrick Kane because I was doing the Turcotte stick handling schools and everything, and I even worked them a little bit. But I would probably model my game after Tyler Seguin. He's my second favorite player. And I've been just watching clips and stuff that he does to train and make himself better. And I try to model myself after him. And he's a very offensive shoot puck and offensive-minded player, and I try to model my game after him.
Awesome. Two very big names. I'm sure people would love to hear that. And speaking on your junior career, you mentioned your dad a little bit. Talk to me about what that's been like to be able to play for him. He's been at the helm for the New Jersey Renegades for a couple seasons now. What has it been like to be able to play both for him and just play in the league while he's in there as well, and for him to get the chance to see you?
There's just up and downs to it. Playing for your dad is a little stressful, but I think we put the father-son thing away when we got to the rink, and I just worked hard, and I wasn't ready to leave home yet, and I was comfortable playing with my friends and playing for an organization I grew up in, and I was ready to make the jump to the next level, and Fusco called me and said that he wanted me here, and I think the transition and all the hard work from the EHLP helped me get to the EHL.
And speaking on that time in the EHL and EHLP, you yourself are also a bit of a veteran in this league. Talk to me a little bit about what that experience has been like going up through the rankings and working your way up, like you said, to get that call up from Fusco.
It was awesome. I was lighting it up in the P, and once I got here, a lot of guys were asking me for advice and everything as a veteran in the league, and it just feels good that everybody on each side of the EHLP and EHL look up to anybody. I have a bunch of EHLP friends on the Renegades that still ask me for advice, so it's more of a family and more of a culture, and that's very special to have.
And so switching more to the college experience now, you committed to Wilkes University. It's in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and you yourself are an East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania native. So what has it been like to be able to say that you get to go back home and play in your home state?
I never thought, going to college, I never thought I was going to be in my own state. I always liked the fact of knowing that I was going to be far away. But once I got to the school, it just felt like a great fit. Everybody there made me feel at home, like a family already. And the coach it felt like I was having a normal conversation. I respect him as a coach. He's a great guy, great coach and everything. And it was just easy to talk to him. We had a great conversation and everything, and that's what made me decide Wilkes.
And the EHL is kind of fortunate. They have all these showcases where you guys get to show off and get to meet these scouts that come out there. Talk to me a little bit about what that experience has been like getting scouted leading up to your eventual commitment.
It's amazing, and you work up to this, and your whole junior career is for this, and it felt great having colleges come up to me, my teammates, and everybody. It's more of a whole teammate thing, and we want the guy next to us to be talked to or get to the next level if he's younger and not aging out. But it's a great feeling, and knowing that you get talked to or your teammates get talked to, and then the success that it brings to your team.
Now, did this happen for you at a showcase, or was this kind of you reached out to them and then they kind of came to see you?
So they never talked to me in person at first. They called my coach Fusco and was like, we really want this guy and we want his information. We want to contact him and talk to him. And I think this all started happening before the Rough Rider games, the Connecticut Rough Rider games. Unfortunately, we lost both, but it started then, and we just talked every single day since then. And I went on a visit right before I came back from Thanksgiving break, and I went to the school, fell in love. And it sounds cliche, but I saw the campus and I was like, yeah, this is it. I felt home.
Oh yeah, I can absolutely relate to that. I was the same way. And what, besides obviously the hockey program, what kind of drew you to the school and the campus?
It was the factor of everybody there was just so kind to me and treated me like they wanted me there and that they wanted me a part of what they're working on. And it was just a great feeling, and walking around the school with some of the hockey team and the coach and everything, looking into the classes, I could picture myself being in those classes and doing great in school. And then once I got to see the hockey, I got to see that, and it just went from there.
And do you know what you plan on studying there? Or are you still trying to figure that out?
So I'm gonna be studying kinesiology, which is athletic training and physical training.
Okay.
They have a great program for that, and we play in the same building as the AHL Scranton Penguins.
Oh wow.
And they do a bunch of things with the hockey team that we can help them with athletic training. So I can get a job with them too, they said, so that would be awesome.
So is that something you want to do later? You want to kind of get into that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And speaking on your kind of post-college, post-hockey potentially goals, what do you plan on doing? And pursue a big athletic training career?
Yeah, after this I would hope to play in France or somewhere in Europe, but if nothing works out, I grew up with a lot of injuries, and my first really big injury was my first year of juniors with the Renegades. I tore my ACL, and I went through a bunch of rehab and everything, and my physical trainer was the nicest person to me, and that's what kind of made me want to go into that studies and everything. And because of him, I wouldn't know what I would want to do in college.
I love that. Well, I appreciate you taking the time for this. We are very excited that this happened for you. We look forward to seeing what else you get up to this season. Finals are fast approaching in the spring, and we look forward to seeing what you do next season with the Wilkes University guys, and we wish you the best of luck the rest of the season, and best of luck next season. We'll definitely keep tabs on you.
Thank you very much.